Hello, my name is Will of Loyal Macaroon, and today I wanted to review a gold Solider 76 video posted by Junkin MC or Junk in MC. Says he feels he's providing value, but knows there's plenty of things he needs to improve on, and advice or commendations are appreciated. Um, so yeah, let's check this out. I watched the first attack round. There's a couple things, but I feel it's mostly okay. Um, but yeah, we'll get started. This is just this is not a map I particularly love for Soldier, but he can still be used just fine here. It says loading in the middle. I'm hoping that goes away. But we can just no. So we can pretend it's just a fancy crosshair you've got going on here. But I also hope it doesn't mess up the playback. So, sorry, I'm also not familiar with this site very well. First thing with positioning, I just want to get into kind of show you places I like to defend with Soldier here. Where you are is fine generally, but since you have a Zarya and a Roadhog, Akka, no shield, there's a couple other places I would suggest standing. So the first one is just over here more, because here you can just get destroyed by something, right? Like, you are just a squishy character. You never know what random spam's going to be in. So I just like to be a little more further range. This is still within Soldier's maximum damage range, so there's no need to be closer than this in terms of putting out damage. Yeah, and I just like always trying to be not the first target someone sees, because you can just get headshot by a widow kind of thing is usually my fear. So this is okay, but I know they kind of push down here, and that's part of why I don't like it, because this part you have to be so focused on this, and you can't see anything over here or here, so it's just a little too clustered. Another place, this is a little trickier, but if you play Soldier, you can learn how to rocket jump pretty easily, and you can just be back here more, just shooting away. If you're not familiar with rocket jumping, it is looking at the ground, jumping, and then shooting as soon as you jump. Like that. But yeah, the other place I like to be is way back here. So you can't really do anything here, but you can cover if they go right or if they go main, like in this entire area here. So it's not super effective right away, but as long as your team's patient and doesn't get killed by standing right here, which they might do, I think this is a very nice spot. What did I want to say? I don't remember. Let's just watch some more. This is still loading. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say is I noticed your sensitivity is like extremely high, and you'll notice for me I kind of like longer sight lines, so I play with a lot lower sensitivity. If you're going to be playing, I've actually never tried over there, that might be okay sometimes, but if you are playing like up here like you were and just shooting, maybe your extremely high sensitivity works for you. I'm not gonna criticize it too much because it's whatever, it's what you're comfortable with. But yeah, I generally play far back with a low sensitivity so I can track pretty easily. So yeah, here I feel like it's like I was saying, you're so zoomed in simply because of how close you are. You don't really address the Pharah right away, and I don't know. Like it's really just hard for me to understand what's going on because of how rapidly you shake. So I feel like maybe you're not fully analyzing situations, but maybe you are, and you're just quicker than me. But I feel like you kind of focused on like four different targets in this little span here, and you should just focus on one thing unless someone's really out of position. You see, you're just kind of shaking all over, and I don't know who you're actually aiming for here. Like you go for Ryan for a few seconds, you get this Reaper. But yeah, I feel like you maybe just need to stay a little more committed to who you want to kill. But yeah, it's part of being so close up. You don't even know that there's Pharah right above your head. And here, you kind of push in, but you can see two are dead and a third one dies on your way. It's completely hopeless, and you kind of have to ask, do we have a chance here? But you should have been able to realize that a few more seconds, because you might die here. Like, I know you don't, but it's definitely a risk that doesn't need to be taken. And yeah, one thing I would say is, let's see if I can get their composition quickly. I know you kind of just flash it for a second. Might even be, yeah, okay. So they don't really have anyone long range. Like they have a Pharah, but not like a hit scan long range or Hanzo kind of thing. So fighting here, I feel is not that bad because unless you get within Roadhog's range, um, you don't really have much of a threat to you. Like you deal more damage than they can deal to you. So I would continue fighting out here. I personally like to set up over here more instead of here because this way you're more prone to something to your left and they have staircases to get to you right away, right? I mean, they can hop up here, but here I just feel a little safer. You got a bit more range to visualize where things are coming from. And yeah, it's closer to the health pack, or like there's a 75, but this one's nicer, right? And I feel just being further back, you get a better picture of what's going on, and you can better analyze when you need to get out of there. Because I feel here you kind of run away too early. Well, that's not great. But yeah, so there's like a Lucio, and you just kind of peace out because of the Lucio, where you could have kept doing, you know, maybe 200 more damage before running away. I would have, sorry, I keep trying to pause. So I feel this Mercy is pretty transparent in what she's doing. Like she Valkyries, which is great for your tactical visor. She'll probably just hide behind these pillars, so you might not get any value out of it. But she just cruises right over to that Pharah who you just killed. So I'd kind of be looking out for her. And then she gets resurrected. Also, I would say, so you know she just used res, but without Reinhardt, they don't have much of a push here because Reinhardt is like it's such a long choke. So if they are going to go through the middle, they have no shield at all, right? And you guys probably have this already won, and especially knowing he won't be resurrected for another 30 seconds because she just resurrected Pharah. I would probably hang on to your ult. I don't think it's a terrible ult, It's unfortunate that he drops the beat as soon as you do it. But yeah. So yeah, like here, I would just be standing over here. Because another thing is, if you've got all your team here, you never know what's just gonna slip through and hit you and kill you. I just kind of like to be less noticeable off to the side. Because they switched to Junkrat here, and you know, you get hit by a couple grenades. And I don't think you get killed by it, but it kind of forces you to play a little safer, right? And again, just want to say there, you kind of look around and realize your team is gone. Where if you had been back here, you would have kind of seen them more naturally over here. Like, you don't need to damage the Junkrat over here, you just stay on this lane. But that's just a small little positioning thing. I think like you just shoot a lot here, and I think that's pretty good. Keep that Reinhardt pretty useless because they don't have a Zarya, right? So there's really nothing you have to hold back for. And yeah, I would have said just keep focusing on the Rhine shield there, just because it was pretty low, like you could see the cracks in it. But I mean, not much you can do. So here's kind of one thing. So everyone in your team kind of like just died. So yeah, that's 4 people that died in like 4 seconds. Uh, like I feel May's a good choice, of course, but one thing you want to kind of do, because May's really good at 1-on-1s, but so so if someone's here, you either kind of want to wall them in with you and kill them, right? Or I don't actually have a visual on the edge of the point, but just kind of go just like this and just be on the point barely. Because you just want to stall for the other 4 people on your team to respawn, because right now it's 2 on 6 or 5, I don't know how many they have, but it's very bad odds, so you dying right away won't be very good. And I would say always wall first. And then you can, because the cooldown's a lot shorter, you'll see it's 5 seconds or 6 seconds, or this is 12. So let's wait for the other guy to come off again. So yeah, you can go like this, wait for it to go down, fight for a bit, you get low, and then you can wall again. And unfortunately, now will be the hard part, but yeah, that buys you, 15 seconds pretty much. Whereas here, I don't think you last too long. Yeah. But yeah, if there happens to be someone just too far to this edge, try to trap them in the wall with you. Like, I don't know who that was. You didn't really look over. Is that Roadhog? Yeah, so Roadhog, I would try to... this is a bit hard, but try to get like an angle there. I mean, you can't take that much time to get it right, but just freeze him and isolate him, right? Unfortunately, Roadhog's kind of the slowest person to kill. But yeah, try to look for one-on-ones. Pick them off, isolate them with your wall. A little confused what happened there, but I feel like you know this. I thought I kind of saw you do it, but if you freeze him, that's like a very easy headshot. I mean, it's a bit chaotic, but it's an easy headshot for 150. And he has what? Unfortunately, he's being healed right now, so it wouldn't kill him. But what you can do is, unfortunately, I can't show you on a body. Well, I can. Let me get someone to freeze. Oh, is this an actual game? Sorry, it'd be 40 seconds. But what you can do is like you freeze them, and if they're being healed like that, you can headshot them, which does 150 damage, and then immediately melee for another 30, so that's 180, which won't kill them if they're being healed, which they are, unfortunately, but it'll get them to 20 HP maximum, so if they get any kind of smack damage from something else, then they'd be dead. Oh my god. Another 40 seconds, but that's fine. I think May's pretty great on this second point. Like, I don't really like Soldier because he doesn't have those sight lines unless he's like fighting out here, which generally you don't really want anyways because you're kind of far up and prone to just getting sniped or something. But yeah, if you have a Mei, I would suggest kind of using her for second point. So I'm pretty sure I'll kill the Zenyatta. Oh, it goes out a random door, I forgot. Mei's ready to kill. There you are. So you go like that. Like, he died before I punched, but do a quick melee right after. It's kind of a 180 burst, which will be good in a situation like this where I think he has like 182 kind of thing, because I think this tick would be 175. But I mean, you just kind of keep spraying, where just getting a kill is a lot more valuable. Sorry, let me oh, he can do whatever he wants. No, he can't, because he's making noise. Sorry, let me just make sure I don't miss anything. I didn't, because you were dead, but... So yeah, here's a nice, easy way to wall off someone, because that Roadhog is just chilling on his own. But that was a good kill on the Lucio. I wonder why Prometheus went Wrecking Ball, Winston Wrecking Ball. But he's trying. See what you got in round 2. Sounds like a Reinhardt. That's nice. So here, like it's fine to shoot a bit here, but you're kind of just standing here. Like your team's pushed in, and now you're kind of isolated. You might be fine here, but all they have to do is back away, and you're kind of useless. Like you can't shoot them, and your team's going to be over here, needing a little more support. Don't bother with the Junkrat. Like don't ignore him, but don't go in that corner is all I'm saying. Lucio. So if you want to make a call out, that's a really big one. The Reaper just dropping right in front of you. I don't think it would have saved her, but I know you are making communications, and that's kind of an obvious one. This is... Just get rid of this guy. This is, I consider, a pretty bad spot for Soldier. Just kind of show you why I don't like it. So Soldier's maximum range is 30 meters, and he can do more damage further than that, but this is kind of a very small range, and he has to hit someone with headshots 5 times to even kill them. So to expect you can get 5 perfect shots off before they can just go around a corner or near that 250 or whatever, just to their healers who are standing on the other side of that wall, you're not really going to kill anything. So, and I mean, you're not even going to see anything to even attempt to kill, other than tanks who you're not going to see until they get past these walls. And if they're already on these steps, it's a very small, like, range that you have to shoot them safely without getting hit. And you don't want to be trying to backpedal through these things. So I would pretty much never go here unless you specifically had like a Symmetra that was going to take you up there. I know a lot of people like to go here, but it's really just bad for Soldier. Like, if you do go here, you're presumably just going because your entire team's here. So you have no sight lines because everyone's in front of you. And they're just going to be spamming their Junkrat down here. Especially when they do have a Junkrat, like, don't ever bother going here. Like, depending on what they have as a team. But the Junkrat's there. I would just kind of sprint in here. Like, this might seem kind of stupid, but I just piece all the way out and start shooting them if they set up there. And you can go even further. This is kind of a little nutty, and you can only do it once. But as long as these boxes are still here, you can just go like straight behind them. And most people can't even get up here, so you're pretty safe. Yeah, Junkrat and Reaper could get up here on you, but it'd be kind of telegraphed how they get up here. But yeah, there's just a couple crazy flank spots. You can also, I like just up here though. You can get the health pack. You can go over here if you need. It's a lot more options. But of course, here's good too. If you kill someone, then you got an easy spot to just shoot them as they come back. You can make it without the boxes actually, but I don't know. It's easier with the boxes. So yeah, here's what I mean. Like, it's just a Rhine and a Roadhog who you can actually see. And while they're not hitting you yet, they're very close to your range. Yeah, I feel like just run like you did. Like there's nothing you can really do if a Reaper sneaks up on you like that. So one thing, like you said, you're coming in with visor. That's I hope you kill him, but because your visor is so easily countered from Reinhardt, and now you know, but your entire team is dead. This is another, like, you know, you say you're coming in with visor, but if you don't get there in time, which you don't, just set up all the way over here, and visor is very hard for Reinhardt to block. Like, all they can kind of do, assuming he stays down here, is just look up at you, but if anyone's not directly behind him, they're kind of free pickings. But yeah, this is good. Just go to high ground. Wait for your team to respawn. I wouldn't be so scared. Like they have a Reaper and a Junkrat. You don't have to worry about getting sniped. I would be just, yeah, out here already. Kind of seeing what's going on. Like this is too premature. Because you didn't really analyze what's going on. This is good. I don't know how bad, if you have a problem with it at all, but I kind of get lazy here just to help my aim. But in a situation like this, where like really no one can hurt me, like they have a Zenyatta, but basically you can react to every shot coming at you. You can just, I would just stand still and focus on aiming and drilling down people and getting headshots. I mean, obviously it's a bit dumb, but I find it helps a lot because your accuracy is a little off when you're in, like, I don't know, I just feel safe in this position. You're fine jumping down here because of how the situation worked out, but I would just stay up there because you never know when some team clearing Riptire is going to blow you guys all up. So I don't know what happened to that Riptire, but you kind of ran away, and I feel Soldier's really good at getting this Riptire. Like it's pretty slow now, so you should be able to just shoot it down once you see it. I wouldn't have towered it away from it because I mean Ryan can one shot it with a prayer fire strike, but Reaper and Roadhog kind of have to be suicidally close to even do damage to it, whereas you can just kind of take care of it. The push worked well, but I don't like going mid. Just again, there's tanks in your way. You don't really have any sight lines, and their team can just go over there or go over here to dodge you. I just like kind of chilling out here. You can go further, but I feel like you get picked off. But this is not the hardest place to get up to, and you can kind of shoot from here. Again, this is all based on their team composition, but if they do continue just going Junkrat and Reaper, you're pretty safe up here. Junkrat will pretty much kill you if he does fire up here, but if you know where he is, like if he's over here or over here, you can just maneuver yourself behind this thing and continue shooting, making sure he can't get you. Or, I mean, this you can just visibly see. But yeah, this is kind of a spot, but I feel like just up here is the place to be. Be up here as well. But down here, I don't know. I just feel like you might as well be a Zenyatta or something. Let me see if there's anything else I have to say. So yeah, with Reaper saying, he's like, oh, I'm in position. You pretty much do it, but I would just focus Ryan's shield just to make sure that your Reaper can get maximum value out of his Death Blossom. So yeah, I guess he just blows it up early or something, but or looks like Ryan kind of blocked it. But yeah, don't just run away from it. I think this is a good ult. I know you died to the Roadhog, but it's pretty likely you guys would have capped it, so it's worth just using to secure. Yeah. Too bad. So yeah, I said Zenyatta, but I'm like being here, just kind of shooting behind tanks. You might as well just be like a Junkrat. Because you don't have accuracy like this, right? I don't know how that didn't get you, but nice. That might have been yours. No. Anyways. So yeah, now with Genji, I wouldn't bother with that top right spot I was showing you. It just makes things too confusing. Again, I noticed you're kind of standing in the choke like you did in the first point while your team's going left. I don't know. I just feel like you should be using this chance to get to a better spot. I don't know what that Mercy's thinking. No, I would have tried to heal your Reaper. Oh. So yeah, I think if you took care of your Reaper there, that might have gone a lot better. Because he just used his Wraith, he's got no escape. God, I keep hitting spacebar, but it doesn't pause. So yeah, like right here, can't actually see his health bar, but I would just preemptively do it because he is trapped. I think you could have saved him. But now it's 3R1 as you use your ult. But that's fine. I like the Helix rocket when Hog lands a hook. It's just a very easy way to confirm a kill. Like he got the Reinhardt, so it's not a one shot, but it'll make sure Roadhog's bullshit spread doesn't not kill someone. So you saw where that was, or you can roughly see where it is. I'm pretty sure that was Junkrat. That's crazy. Maybe that's Genji. It's hard to say. Nice. So yeah, when your team's making this plan to go right, don't stall on the point like, or don't stall in that choke like you did. Like you just need to go in with them. This is good. Stay up here forever. Oh, I don't know where you're running, but you're fine. Could have continued doing damage. Like I said. Yeah. So yeah, I think maybe your sensitivity is too high because I don't really fear a Moira at all, personally. And one thing with Moira was, again, like I said, I personally find my aim gets a lot better when I'm not moving. Like it's something I don't have to worry about. Moira is pretty much an auto aim character, so you moving around isn't gonna make her miss. It's just gonna make you have a harder time hitting her. So if it is just a one-on-one like that, try just standing still and focusing on your aim. Of course, if someone else is in the room with you too, then it's trickier. Oh. So yeah, again, I feel like you're not really sticking with your team. I mean, going up there isn't a great idea, but hiding in that little corner isn't doing anything either. Oof. So yeah, again, under that bridge, um, I mean, you should have. Well, whatever. Anyone can say you should have done that. But being down here is makes you just why be your soldier because you don't have any accuracy. Reinhardt blocks your entire field of view. Being up here allows you to have a better view of the actual field to focus on the targets you want. Here, you just kind of are able to focus on who Ryan allows you to focus on. And if you're going to be doing just standing behind people on low ground, you might as well just be Junkrat because he'll output more damage. And I feel like, don't give up. Like, sure, you probably just run in and die. You might not even make it in time, but I always give myself a prayer. And yeah, when you are playing for a draw like this, I mean, maybe you don't know those other spots I talked about, but I feel setting up in a more defensive position is better because once one of you dies, pretty much all the momentum's in their favor and they just roll you every time. So it is good to play further back, even with your shield. Wow, Farah, game saver, game winner. This die, what happened? But yeah, playing against things like Farah, I guess that's just how you end it. But I mean, the game was lost anyways. Um, Playing further back like that, like you didn't even see the Farah before she knocked your entire team down. Just gives you that bigger field of view. Yeah, it's not until you're at 50 health that you even know where she is. So I guess that is how it ends. I think my main things would be. Let me get that little black screen if I can. I can draw it. Can I? No, I don't know how draw works. Oh, okay, I have to sign up, and I'm not a member on this account. So yeah, my main things would be, let's get a little notepad open. Let's see, aim, try lowering sensitivity, play from a longer range. Because yeah, I feel like I try to play my soldier where I don't have to make any quick turns, like a 180 maybe if there's a flanker, but like that's like a full mouse pad turn. Otherwise, I keep my sensitivity pretty low. I mean, that's personal preference. You do what you're more comfortable with. Um, I don't know. I'm giving up on this notepad thing. So aim, more sensitivity than aim. I mean, your aim's your aim. What can you do? Your positioning, try to play more defensive positions because what I feel is, the closer you are, the easier someone's to hit, the quicker they die. That's simple logic. That's what everyone gets. But for Soldier, he has like a healing. So if you're further making it harder to hit people, you're also harder to hit, but you have the added bonus of healing yourself while taking this duel or whatever. And I think that's kind of the biggest thing that Soldier has on a lot of other DPS is how he can heal himself while being pretty good DPS. Um, yeah, I feel like you're not bad otherwise. You didn't make too many dumb moves. Look at the enemy's composition more and kind of think how you can play because of that. Like Junkrat and Reaper are complete non-threats to Soldier. Like you can shoot them from your optimal range as long as you want. You're not gonna get sniped or anything. I don't know. I'm not really good at wrapping these things up, but hopefully this was helpful, and hopefully you enjoyed. Good luck in the future.